Welcome
to our first podcast. And today we are going to be talking about Donald Trump. And yeah, basically we're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna be going over his policies regarding like immigration, foreign policy, and basically all stuff regarding Donald J. Trump and his 2 presidency terms now. Yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so basically I think that Donald Trump is not a good president for a multitude of reasons. I'd say the first one, the most primal one that's being talked about sort of in the media today, is the Epstein files. So far, we've only gotten about 20,000, I'm pretty sure it is, documents and files sort of regarding Jeffrey Epstein. Our president happens to be in many of the emails that Donald Trump was talking about, and did you know that in the emails it says that Jeffrey Epstein was never a member of Mar-a-Lago, Donald Trump's, it's the kind of like club that he owned. He was never a member, but he like would always be there because like Donald Trump let him be there, and like Jelaine would like talk to all of the girls and like recruit them. Yeah. And that's where I think Virginia Guthrie was recruited by Jeffrey Epstein, and they had their whole case and everything, and she was found dead. Rest in peace, like 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure. What are kind of like your opinions regarding how Donald Trump treats women in general?
that he's weird, like especially with his own daughter, which is crazy. Just like the comments that he makes about it. It's just he's
Yeah,
Chungus.
He really is. We can move into a different topic sort of regarding immigration, and I know that's like, especially because of where we live, we like experience those things on a daily where it's kind of like more fear.
You have to like worry about where you're going and who you're with, because like you don't know when ICE is gonna pop out.
Yeah, any minority community, there's always gonna be that military occupancy. I mean, the same thing happened during the Reconstruction era. Right after the Civil War, there was military occupancy in the South, and it's kind of, history just repeating itself. Yeah, exactly.
And also, personally experienced, our friend Eric behind the camera, he got pulled over, and we're very frightened.
Yeah, and we thought that he was gonna be taken by ICE when the police officer told him to get out of the car. Even though he is legal, it's still always scary. Like, there's always that possibility, you know?
My sister, she's dark complected, and she went out and like her phone died, and like my mom didn't know where she was, and she was like freaking out, and she was actually like scared that she got taken by ICE.
Yeah, so like even in our community we've experienced it. In his first term, and the zero tolerance policy that was passed, I'm pretty sure during his first term, like it also impacted us, and because of the location of where we live and the proximity of us to the border.
Another thing I also like wanted to talk about is just like in general, he's just not a good person. Politically, he's obviously bad. He's done bad for the economy. There's evidence to back it up. Like, people who say that he's done good for the economy don't know. Like, they're stupid, I'm sorry. But
yeah, and I definitely agree. I agree holistically, especially on the economical spectrum. People who think that immigration has some sort of effect on the economy, it does, in a negative way. If we're using federal resources and we're funding ICE, which is, in a wide sort of perspective, it's fascist, so we're using federal money to fund a fascist branch of our government to go round up illegals, as people call them, when in turn that is not true.
Trump's also referred to them as animals, savages, aliens.
Literally anything that you can think of, any
to dehumanize them.
I mean, it's a repeated pattern in history. I mean, what did Hitler do in the Nazi army?
And Trump also supports Hitler. He's quoted Hitler in political speeches.
I don't know if you guys remember or recall when he actually quoted Hitler at a veterans memorial. Paraphrase and quoting is the same thing if you're speaking about the exact same thing. In turn, Donald Trump is not a good person. I mean, why would we want a person
who's done so, publicly done so many horrible things, targeting so many different communities, and people still go and vote for him?
You're just stupid. You're just stupid. If you voted for Donald Trump
You're stupid.
in the 2024 election, you're stupid. We have an advanced high school education, we can tell you that. We zero college degrees yet, and we can tell you, because we are two educated young individuals, that Donald Trump is a terrible president and in turn a terrible person.
If you take a person who's just a horrible person, who's a rapist, he's how many felonies? 34 felonies. He's a felon, he's a rapist, he's a manipulator, he's a liar, he's a gaslighter. You take that person and you go vote for him. It's something I don't understand, but
what is wrong with you? This is actually no, this is an intervention, an actual question to the public, what is wrong with you? And it's if you are lower class and you're voting for him, tell me how he's benefited you in any sort of way. Did you get those stimulus checks that he said he was
if you're
giving out?
anything but pure white and rich, then why
vote for him?
Because I know so many Hispanics who voted for him, and it's just crazy because he goes against everything.
He goes against any and every single minority culture and also ethnic group. I mean, do you see the way that this pro-Israeli system of government and our government has affected so many people? It's just when that sort of hatred is spread out in sort of a propaganda demeanor, it's harmful to society, because then we see that as the norm. We see pro-Israel as the norm, when in reality that should not be the norm at all. Free Palestine all the way, and Donald Trump in our government is pro-Israeli, pro-Netanyahu, and is just completely invested into Israel, which is insane, because if you didn't know, Donald Trump moved the US Embassy into Jerusalem in 2018. So why in the world does a foreign government have so much say in our governing system? It just doesn't really make sense. And why would we want a president so unconstitutional that you have to overthrow your own government? I feel like January 6th isn't talked about enough.
Another big thing for me is his abortion policies.
Yeah, me too. I think when you have a president who is a male
deciding on women's bodies,
yeah, what are you doing? I am also a devout Catholic. We both are, and I can say this with full respect to my religion, to Jesus, to everything. Abortion should never be a political concern. It should be
a personal concern, because it's your body. You don't know what happened for them to get pregnant, and so it's not your decision whether they keep it or not.
Yeah.
You're telling me your 12-year-old got raped and you're gonna make her have that baby? It's gonna, first of all, ruin her life. It'll literally ruin so many things.
Especially if you're having these cases of young girls, because the problem is within our American system. I mean, rape is glorified throughout filmography, throughout our media, and even with our own president, because apparently he can get away and be charged with the rape of a woman, a felony charge, cheat on his wife with a porn star, and still hold the title of President of the United States of America. So when rape is so talked about and so normalized, it's really harmful, especially if those women aren't able to get the healthcare that they deserve. Healthcare is a basic human right.
It's so incredibly unconstitutional to even talk about it going away, because Roe v. Wade already proved that it was constitutional. So
if you're overturning a federal case that was already proven with proof in the Constitution that it should be healthcare for women, it's just absurd, and it's abuse of constitutional power. And there has been a lot of abuse surrounding power and the sort of power that the chief executive has so much power, and we've seen that through the way that Donald Trump has gone about fulfilling his policies. I mean, if you're just going to make everything an executive order, then why is there even a 3-branch system?
And also, the gun violence in America since Trump has been in office
is crazy. Gun violence.
How are you gonna tell me, like, an 18-year-old can go buy a gun and go shoot up a school, but they can't go buy, like, alcohol.
They can't go get a buzzball, but they can't get
a tweed, but they can get a Glock.
Yeah.
That's also just another abuse.
Yeah. Because, yeah, we have the right to bear arms, but also, how are you going to not acknowledge the amount of school shootings that we have in comparison
That's not normal,
to the entire
by
rest
the
of the
way.
world? Not normal. School shootings are not normal.
Being scared at school, not normal.
Not normal, because this should not be a thing that is regulated in America.
Little kindergartners should not have to know, like, if there's a person who comes and starts shooting them, what to do.
They shouldn't
That
how to
shouldn't
hide
be a
in the
worry.
corner.
That shouldn't be a worry in their
A
head.
kindergartner. Like, come on now. Point blank period.
Trump
Is a
bad
terrible president.
plus person.
You
Don't get it
cannot.
twisted, gang.
No, you can do not get this twisted. You cannot be patriotic and support Trump. You cannot
Bro,
be
I'm
patriotic.
hella patriotic and I don't support that
Too
shit.
patriotic.
Oh, wait, don't show my hat type shit.
Too patriotic, and I would never ever support a rapist, a felon, and a racist. A
racist, disgusting pervert, like everything that's bad that you can think of. That's what he is, and people who say they stand with his
policies.
Well, hell no.
Hell no.
But anyways, guys, that's it for today. Peace out.
Peace out.
A-Town.
A-Town.
Yeah.